All right, we have a lingcod here. It's all dressed, ready to fillet. Again, my hand naturally wants to go up here. I'll get a hold of the head. I'll control the angle. I get up, I set the knife up right behind the fin. I'm just setting up, and then I go forward, start to cut down, to come down behind the head again to get that angle, to get all the meat I can off that head and onto the fillet. Knife gets turned over once again, and I'm pushing down on it. That tip is lifted inside to avoid the backbones. Otherwise, if you don't give it a little bit of pressure, you'll wander between the backbones and slip and come on out, and you get a messed up fillet. Again, mid-body where the belly was, I'll give it a grip here. I brought the knife out. I didn't have to, but I brought it out because I'm showing you. And again, let the knife do the work. It's like the carpenter and the hammer. Let the knife do the work, and I'm just guiding it. And I'm just guiding it, that's all, and it's doing the work of slicing. And it isn't so much cutting as it is slicing. Use the knife, let it slice. If you just start pushing on a knife and trying to push it, you're not really slicing then. You're cutting, but you're not slicing through the meat. This is a slicing action as they come on down, and again, I'm pushing a little bit and raising that tip and right down the backbone. So I've set it up over the rib. I'll come in here a little closer. And this one is gutted, so I can come out here a little bit more on the belly to try to get a little bit more meat out of there. It's kind of messed up a little bit, but and off the back again. And then so that's the 1/2 of lingcod. Again, knife here, wherever, and I give it a flip it over, set up with my hand. I come in again, I set the knife up, forward. So again, a little bit, it looks like I'm maybe pushing hard, but to me, I'm not. I mean, to others, maybe it could feel like a hard push. But again, trying to get that tip to come up. And you can roll the knife back a little bit then too, and that'll bring that tip up, as well as a little push. So I'm coming down, controlling the head again, and then this controls the whole body. And then I got off the backbone just then. Okay. Come on in. I'm holding it. I'm not just trying to get against the backbone. So there we are again. Come through here just a little bit, because the lingcod has a lot of meat on the belly. And I can hear if I'm going to get in the ribs, I'll start hearing pop, and that means I'm cutting through them, and I don't want to do that. I want to be right on the edge of them. Hear that sound? And then I'll come on around, lay the knife down, roll it over. And again, I probably could have got a little more meat out of here, but it's still probably a good 60% recovery off this fish. And again, I get in, minimizing the loss. I could have come out and actually cut off into the tail, and you'd have some flank here to hold on to, but like this fillet here, I went off further, but this one was cut to bleed it, so it's a little shorter. So again, I'll lay the knife down, give it a little bow, and just rotate and hold her steady. Don't change the angles except my rotation that I'm doing here. And rotate on through. And there you go. And again, you can feel for any pin bones. And usually this way here. If there's some pin bones there, I'm going to come this way. That's a natural way. They'll naturally come off. If you start trying to go this way, then you're going to cut into the bone and cut them in half, and they'll still be left in the fish. A lot of this fat, a lot of times, will come off without cutting. If it's a real big fish, that'll usually come off on its own, but I just had to cut it off just then. A little bit of belly flank. But yeah, beautiful looking lingcod. And that's a lingcod fillet.